Hello everyone, this is Big Boss Tina, one of the admin from Enlightened Studios, and I'm here to inform you about the podcast we just did last night regarding of the future of Shellshock. Shellshock will be neglected for a little while because our dev team are a little bit busy with our secret project, but this doesn't mean we'll left Shellshock with no updates. Well, we're still going to make some kind of new maps, adding some new weapons to Shellshock in the future. We don't know when or when the dev team will be starting making these. Just you guys need a heads up with that. We might gonna make some announcement if we going to add some kind of new content into Shellshock. And a little bit of quality life that we just discussed for Shellshock. Suppressing recall, we might gonna have some tweak with it in the future, like make it more like make more sense and make more immerse with the caliber with each gun used. I know some of you guys are a little bit annoyed with the suppression recoil, but some of it are not. But we will make some kind of changes with the suppression recoil. Next will be the SRR61 default scope zoomed in. We might gonna make some kind of changes. I know the SR61 is kind of a little bit like way zoomed in, but I think R2 will make some kind of changes with the zoom in. He said just changing like the field of view of the default scope with it. That will be fine with it. Just a heads up if the games get updated for it changes for the XR61. Destruction, we might gonna have some full destruction environment, but we have to make some kind of optimization in the future for both high spec and low spec PC users for having a good game experience for both users. We don't want to make like a high PC spec users to be like have some kind of advantage because of the example, like if you have like a good PC spec and you can deal with the amount of destruction while the low spec don't. It's just make it more like high spec have some kind of advantage to it. We might gonna make some kind of tweaks in the future for it, but right now it's not been implemented yet. But we will gonna make some optimization for it. Aiming down after running or sprinting like that. I know this been like some community are annoyed with the after you running and then you try to aiming down, it's not properly centered into the enemies. I think we're gonna have some kind of changes. I don't know if it's going to be made or not, but it depends on Jacob, the owner, if he decide to have some changes for it. If I remember, the melee doesn't do any damage because some kind of script problem. We might gonna fix that sooner or later. Just give a heads up if we have some kind of update regarding of a fix with the melee weapons. And about a vehicle, I know the vehicle is like a little bit clunky, but we might gonna make some kind of tweaking in the future, like making the vehicles more smoother. Right now it's really clunky as hell, and I think Colmar's did said it's kind of a little bit broken, but we might gonna fix it in the future. After that, we might gonna put some kind of mounted weapons on like the Jeep or etc., or even more vehicles after we done fixing this vehicle issues, like how their turning is so clunky and so bad, and even if eventually you can flip the Jeep over really easily. Now I know most of you people knew that Colton has left the dev team, and he's also responsible making attachment for it, but after he left, I think the dev team that's responsible making for attachment now is Archie, Kulmar, and if I'm not wrong, it's Ulf, the third person, will be responsible making it. But more attachment, I think it will be coming in the future. Just just wait and see until we have some kind of update regarding of new attachment for it. Now, if you guys thinking about under barrel attachment like grenade launcher or aka the noob tube, Colmar did said we will going to add them. So for you guys that being hoping for grenade launcher, we will be making those. Now we don't know about if we going to have some kind of different grenade types. We know that the grenade launcher have some kind of two types of grenade launcher. That is the 40mm grenade, which is the default one, and also I did ask about the smoke grenade for the grenade launcher. Now this is between those two type of grenade launcher. It will need to be more discussed with Jacob. Maybe next time on the podcast we might gonna have them in the podcast and discuss this more thoroughly. And also the Bread MiG-301 and why it's not a one-shot potential kill. We're still kind of confused why it's not a one-hit kill, even though we already gave the stats like 100 damage. That's what Archie just saw, and I think this is not because of the damage. I think it's because of the bullet velocity regarding to it, why it's not a one-hit kill potential. Now this is kind of a little bit weird, but we might gonna look at it and try to fix this. Now about the new weapons, this is Colmar's responsibility. Well, not just Colmar, and also Archie also make the guns for Shellshock sometimes. We did give you guys some kind of tease with what guns that we're going to make and release into Shellshock, but right now it's not being in develop at the moment because Colmar's a little bit busy with real life situation and also working on the secret project too. But I think one day he will start making the guns again and releasing to Shellshock, but we don't know when it will be start making the guns again and will be released into Shellshock. We just need to wait until there's some kind of announcement or updates. We will add those weapons, and we know there's some kind of weapon that's still on dev only. We still don't know when that will be released. Just wait and see the announcement in Discord, probably in the future when we're going to release some new weapons to it. Also, we're discussing about some potential game modes in Shellshock that we want to add, and right now we have a poll to add Battlefield 3 Scavenger mode. If you guys don't know what Scavenger mode in Battlefield 3 is, it's basically a conquest mode, but you have like one clip on the pistol and you have to find a weapon around the map, and you also need to capture the objective. So we do have a straw poll for that. If you guys wanted to add it in the game, you can just vote it. And we also might going to have some kind of other mode to be in the game in the future. We don't know what the mode is. Yeah, so keep a heads up for in the future, like we almost like in the beta or full release, we're gonna have some kind of new mode on Shellshock. And I think that's it for now. I think if I forgot to mention something or the reason why I'm making this video, because I forgot to activate past broadcast on Twitch and I missed the other broadcast, and I know Colmar will be disappointed, but next time the broadcast will be safe on Twitch and I'm probably gonna post it on YouTube. And if I did say something wrong or I missed something, let me know and I'll reply it on the comments when I'm available. And that's it for now. I am Big Boss Tina, admins of Enlightened Studios. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.